Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Let's talk about booktube friendships and bookish events. Stay tuned. All right, welcome if you are brand new. Welcome back if you are a new subscriber. And welcome back if you're a long-term rock steady subscriber. I appreciate you. Okay, so this past weekend, which was August 23rd, August 24th, August 25th, was the second annual Philadelphia Book Crawl. I went this year. I had such a phenomenal time. So let me give you a little bit of backstory here. Last year on social media, one thing I miss about social media is learning about all the events that are going on. I knew about this event and then life happened, forgot about it. The day after, or the evening of, I learned that I missed this event, and it was the first Philadelphia book crawl, and I was like, oh, that would have been so cool to go to. So I made a mental note, and I said, MJ, you're going next year. So of course, along the way, specifically after the new year, I would mention it to some booktubers that may be on the East Coast saying, hey, psst, psst, want to go to a book crawl? Want to go to a bookish event? Want to meet up? That'd be really cool. And some people said yes. Some people were able to. So that's basically what we did. So I had a wonderful weekend. I took Friday off work. I live about 2 hours away outside of Philadelphia. Had a slow morning and drove my booty into Philly. Got to the hotel and I was just in seventh heaven. I am such a hotel girl. I love a good hotel. I love being surrounded by different interesting things to go to. And right outside my window was basically Independence Hall. I couldn't ask for anything better. Well, except like all day coffee. All day coffee would have been like chef's kiss good. So, last year, they created a map. This is the Philadelphia Bookstore Map. I'm going to show you what it looks like. There's a ton. You can spend the whole weekend in Philadelphia and still have not visited all of the bookstores. Here it is. That's all the bookstores. And this is as of 2023, so if there's new bookstores that popped up in 2024, they're not on here. But they would be included in like the social media and stuff like that. They have 50,000 of these printed from last year. We were lucky enough to scrounge some up and have them for future reference. So this is the collective effort of booksellers, book lovers, and the city of Philadelphia to spread the word about the abundance of bookstores. 5,000 paper maps have been printed to be distributed free in bookstores, cafes, libraries, visitor centers, and other hubs around the city. We hope that you keep this map tucked away in your personal library or hang it on your wall, both as a reference and to celebrate our 46 brick and mortar shops. Please support those who've created space for readers to browse, chat, and buy books in the real world. To learn more, you could go to phillybookstoремap.com, and there's also Philadelphia Book Crawl, I believe, is the website for the event. But wow, what a gift. So yes, I am saving this. I'm holding on to it. So there were so many different bookstores and so many different opening times, like we weren't sure. So let me tell you who I went with. So I met up with Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads and Hannah from Hannah's Books. And lovely. It was just great. So they were staying at the same hotel. I was at a different hotel. and we were going to meet at a restaurant. So I walked pretty much a flat mile, to go meet them. All of a sudden I see Greg pop out of the door and he's like, MJ! And I walk across the street and I'm like, what's up? And it was just so amazing to see the people that we talked to on the screens, you know? And we went, we all caught dinner. Greg was with his wife, and you know, the four of us went to dinner and we just got to talking. We were talking just like we talk through the screens. It was just fantastic. And I mean, what you see on camera is exactly what you get in real life. And I hope they saw the authentic me, because that's what they got. So it really was just like the first night was great. And what we did was we hopped in an Uber and we went to this bookstore. And I think I have some video here. I'll put it in. But the bookstore was just like grandma's attic, and it kept going. And there were floors that you didn't realize there were extra floors. And then you went all the way in the back. Like, it was one of those places where you could have spent all night, but we really only had like a half hour. Watson. We only had like a half hour before the store closed. And that was the first night. And I didn't buy anything. Greg got some books. I think Greg got some books. But it was just lovely speaking to the owner and getting to know a little bit about the book vibe in Philly. Just awesome stuff. So then the next morning we all met, and the first place we were going to go to, I don't know if I'll remember all of the names we went to. So the first one was Giovanni's room. Now Giovanni's room, unbeknownst to me, is like an icon in Philadelphia. Like, it is, I think, the first LGBTQIA bookstore. And that history has one of the historical markers outside. And I believe that an AIDS organization purchased the building, so it will always stay as Giovanni's room. And just an amazing, colorful store. So I did buy a book there. And what did I get? Okay, so at that store, I bought, now this is a new author to me, but this cover has been on my mind ever since I saw it. And this is Piercing. And this is by, I'm probably mispronouncing it, so I apologize, Ryu Murakami. Oh, the little bunny is so scared. And this is an author that I want to start just devouring. So this is the one that I got. And when you purchase something over $10, you got this kick-ass bag. Hot people read books. You bet we do. You bet we read books. And this was by Atria Books. They were lovely enough to put these out. And look, it's got my colors. All right. So then I think we went to 7 bookstores total. Okay. I will list all of the places that we went to right here, if I can remember them all. I'll have to look at the receipts. Okay. Then we went to, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of it. So let me just go through all the books that I got. This was a very cool metaphysical store, I would say. Very much into yoga, into crystals, into sage, into meditation, into tarot. And they had a wonderful book section where you got 10% off, and they actually gave you like a little gift for the first 21 people through the door, through the register. So I picked up the Tao. Do we pronounce it Tao? I think we pronounce it Tao. The Tao of Psychology, Synchronicity, and the Self. Because let me tell you, your girl here has had so many synchronicities happen over the past 2 years that I want to know more about it. I want to learn about it. So this would be perfect for Nonfiction November. And they handed out a lovely free bookmark as well. And the bookmark says, whenever the shelves in the library of heaven were entirely full, and a new worthy book appeared, all of the books in the celestial collection pressed themselves closer together and made room. I love that. And this is Garland of Letters. Okay, then we went to, oh, see, this is Head House Books. And they had a nice little giveaway where you filled out a ticket, and then they had one for a children's section and one for an adult section. And they were giving away a curated gift of books selected to give to you or mail if you didn't live in the area. Because we kept telling people, like, we're not from here. And this was close to the register. This is A Philosophy of Walking. And this is by Frederic Gros. This is the new edition. And this is very much philosophy and walking. States of well-being, gratitude, conquest of the wilderness, repetition, the end of the world, mystic and politician, pilgrimage, the cynic's approach, strolls, public gardens, walking is not a sport. And let's see, there's an opening quote from Nietzsche. And Nietzsche says, "We do not belong to those who have ideas only among books. When stimulated by books, it is our habit to think outdoors. Walking, leaping, climbing, dancing, preferably on lonely mountains or near the sea, where even the trails become thoughtful." I love that. So that's A Philosophy of Walking, because I like to walk a lot. All right, and then I picked up 2 books at the brick. What was it? The Brick Shoot. That's Giovanni's room. I got one from Giovanni's room too. I love how they all had bookmarks. There's Giovanni's room. So cool. Wooden Shoe Books. Wooden Shoe Books. We were all excited to go because we called Friday night and they were open. They were open until 10 o'clock, but they are volunteer run. So the guy on the phone basically said, we can't guarantee that someone is going to be here until 10 o'clock, but technically we're supposed to be. And it's an anarchist bookstore run by volunteers, which we were very interested in going, especially Greg. So we hustled over there, and I'll put some video footage here. What a cool bookstore. Oh my gosh. They had so many different topics and so many different things. They had t-shirts and buttons and stickers and just, good stuff. And I picked up Crying in H Mart. Now, I picked up Crying in H Mart because I've heard about this book. I don't know anything about it. Did I get all nonfiction? No, the one is fiction. I got 3 nonfiction books. Who am I? But this is Crying in H Mart. Let me know if you've read it. I think most people have. I have not. And then I also picked up another nonfiction, and this is How to Fight, and this is by I believe Buddhist monk that I've read before, and I don't want to butcher his name, so I'm not going to say it. And this is one of those pocket books, which is just fantastic. And How to Fight, basically, I'll read you some chapters. Opening the door, where the fight begins, a pause, the warm air doesn't fight the cold air, listening to others, compassionate listening, loving speech, the power of gentleness, anger in the living room, love your enemy, the 5-year-old child, betrayal and faithfulness, how to defuse a bomb, give a gift, wrong perceptions, nowhere is too far away, reconciling with those who have died. So kind of like a passive, peaceful fight, if that makes sense. That's what I'm into, especially with, different things ramping up, coming up to a pretty big day in November. But I thought this would be, oh my God, there's the most massive mosquito on the window, and it's outside. You stay out there, West Nile. You don't know, it could be West Nile. Okay. So that's How to Fight by Thich Nhat. Thich Nhat. Thich Nhat. I'm not butchering it. Okay. So let's see. I'll put more video here, more stuff here. All in all, would I do it again? Oh my God, yes I would. I would so do it again. Would I do it on the official weekend? No, I probably wouldn't, because everyone was there on the official weekend. But now we have a map and we can go whenever we want. So I think in the future, that's going to be the plan. But for anyone that is interested in a little getaway or trying something different or going on a bookstore crawl, what a fantastic idea. Get your booty to Philly and do it. Just do it, do it, do it. And I said to my friend Gareth, London, you all need to do this. People in London, let's do like what was it? The Live Aid we had London and Philly. Why can't we do that with books? Come on. Can't we do that with books? Somebody can make that happen over there. Because let me tell you, if you did one of those and put all of your little bookstores, if you had one just for bookstores and then you had one just for charity shops, I would be there in a minute. I would book the flight tomorrow. Yes, I would. Okay. And Gareth, we'd go shopping. All right. So yes, had a fantastic time. Greg is fantastic. Hannah is absolutely lovely. What you see is what you get. Two super genuine people. I couldn't have asked for a better weekend, honestly. All right, everybody. That's it here for me. I hope you are all doing well. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now and happy reading. And damn, it's good to buy books again.